Welcome to Holy Cross Family Ministries Ginger Media Platform. I'm Chigozi Paul, your host. Today I'm with, could you please introduce yourself?
My name's Ben Francis Mudiope.
Yes. Where do you come from?
Christian of Holy Cross Parish Bugembe. I belong to St. Elizabeth, small Christian community.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, good. Francis, you are most welcome. Francis is one of the members of the youth group in the Holy Cross Parish Bugembe. Also, he's been our active followers on social media and one of the beneficiaries of our ministries on social media, YouTube, Facebook, and all those other platforms. He's here to share with us his testimony about how he has experienced God's presence in his life, God's hand working in his life in ordinary ways, especially during the time of COVID. And I understand he got a complication. So he's going to share those stories with us so we can be able to see how God works in ordinary way, in mysterious ways in our lives, through ordinary situations. Francis, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Kigozi.
Yes.
I'm so happy that I've been given this chance to give out my testimony.
Yes.
So there is a saint called Mother Teresa of Calcutta. She said, it's not how much you give or how much you put in, but whatever small is and with a great love,
Yes.
it becomes more extraordinary than something you can give. I thank God that it was not easy, but really God is very wonderful and powerful. During COVID, when it came in, I had the problem with my leg, bone infection. But it was not easy for me to go through all that situation. But because I give a testimony because of the Lord,
Yes.
things became okay. This is where I've been trying in different hospitals for my operation and check my leg to make me well.
Yes.
Because it has been a long period of time where I'm going through such suffering.
Yes.
But it came in when I needed to go for operation in Feb. Then I failed to get money, and then we postponed it like that because of money, and then COVID came in. But little did I know that COVID came, but there was a lot of good things also which I'll go through. When we tried to go to different hospitals, they asked us a lot of money, and the money was not there. But later, Brother Ben of Holy Cross was advising me to keep looking for better places where they can work on me.
Yes.
And then we got a hospital called Koso on Entebbe Road. We were asked a lot of money, but where we could not even imagine
Where
it will come from.
Okay.
But that Lord is powerful. Sometimes you can be in your life and say you have never experienced a hard thing, and say maybe God does not work or exist. But when you experience something terrible or a other situation, that's when you discover God works. We were asked a lot of money, where I didn't know to get it. Neither my parents nor my dad knew what they were not in position to get it.
Yeah.
But God uses the very people you have in the community that you'll be in position to be in a good life or solve the problem you have.
Yes.
This is where Brother Ben came in and others. We went to Koso and they asked us a lot of money, which was worthy of what we wanted. Then when I came back, we had to look for money, but it was not easy. It was a time of COVID. So Brother Ben said we looked for money. We looked for the money everywhere. You could call people and say, you know what, the only command I have right now
Yes.
is also to take me the way, because we don't know where COVID will end.
We are not working, we are
not-
in the local down. So someone to give you his money, we had to think twice. So it is the only what is surviving on.
It was really very hard.
Okay.
But always God say where there is a way, there will be, where there is a will, there is a way. So God came in, Father Binaka, Father Binaka Cyprian, the Spirit of Holy Cross came in also, helped us with some figure, then Brother Ben, even some other well wishers. Then I was able to go for the operation. And
Once again, what was the problem?
the problem was this leg. This leg has been torturing me for quite a good time. But they told me there is a bone infection called osteomyelitis. Osteomyelitis.
Yeah.
So it had eaten the bone marrow, and it needed an operation to cut that bone through and either remove and be replaced by, or there is a way doctors did the orthopedics. There's a way they did. So that was the problem. I was in Zambia, I did not work out. I went to Mulago. Unfortunately, they told me an amputation, but brother told me don't accept that. And then also they worked upon us. Yes.
Koso is a private hospital.
It is a private hospital.
They have specialized only in this?
Yes, they are orthopedics
Okay.
only. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yes, go on, please.
So, in looking for money and going to Koso, Brother Ben came in, as I later said. Then we went for operation. But before that, the first day, this shows that God was in everything. The first day we go to Koso,
Yes.
we had none appointment with the hospital.
Okay.
And yet the hospital works on appointments.
Okay.
Reaching there,
Yes.
they asked me, do you have an appointment? I said no. But God is powerful. When I reached there, I found one of he's called Alonso. We used to call him Alonso.
Yes.
He was a nurse there. I said, Mudiope. Hey, Francis, what are you doing here? I said, man, I have a problem with my leg and I'm here. I said, do you have an appointment? I said, no. I said, okay, be here. I will see how to help you.
Wow.
Then after like 5 minutes, he came. I said, you go to the reception, pay some money for consultation, then we can be in position to see the doctor. Good enough, Brother Ben had given me some money with me. I went and paid 200,000 at the reception. Then later I went for the x-ray and I met the doctor.
Yes.
The doctor was very good. And I think God was still working through every person. Because finding Alonso there, again, when I met the doctor, it was so wonderful. Because spontaneously I reached the room and I explained to him what I was going through. He said, you have reached the place where you need to get your remedy of your leg. You prepare your ball at home, you're going, after the operation, you're going to kick the ball. So,
with that leg which I saw, the way it was when you before you had gone to Kosovo, and was promising you to play, to kick the ball.
yes, that was Dr. Emma.
What feeling came into your mind when he was telling you that you prepared the ball?
At first I told him, man, don't joke, these are serious things. These are serious things.
Okay.
I've been trying in different places and they have not been promising good news like this. Don't joke. He said, for him, he said, I'm telling you, we have been working, this is even small for us. We have been working on very difficult bones and this is simple. Then he wrote for me down what I'm supposed to do. I told him, you know, I'm a self-sponsor, I don't have money, but you will see the way to do for me. I said, fine. Dr. Emma directed me to another department where the hospital helps somehow those people who have little money or some kind. So he directed me. I reached the department when the list for those they could help it is over. But I did not lose the hope. I came back, I told Brother Ben, then we started looking for money. It was COVID time, every person you could call it to tell you, no, please, we don't have money, blah, blah, and so on. Then Brother Ben talked to his Brother Binaka and they raised the money. Even me, I topped up some money. I called the doctor. But before I say that, before calling the doctor, when we were looking for money, I remember a doctor told me that if you fail to get, Dr. Emma told me that if you fail to get money, please try to call me and see what you can do. Then I got that sense and then called him. Said, no, look for some money. We shall see how we can fix up things. When we got some, when I told Brother Ben and we got some money, I called him. I doctor, now I've got the money. Said, okay, you prepare, you got the RDC. That time they were not traveling, no vehicles, no what, unless you could have a travel document. So I went to the RDC and found the RDC was not there in the office. Then I went to the DHO also, but later they helped me, gave me the document travel. Then the following day, Dr. Emma came, picked me at my place, and we set off for the operation. Really, everything, when you try to see, if it was not that, because see a condition where you go to the office of the RDC is not there, but you get someone to help you, the DHO, to give you the document for travel. See the situation where the hospital is telling you that you need to pay 350,000 for the ambulance from Entebbe to Jinja, but now Dr. Emma comes in and says, pay for fuel, I come and pick you.
The doctor himself.
The doctor
who was
himself.
Going to work on you.
Who was going? Who worked
who came
on me
to
pick
you.
me in Bugembe.
Wow. And you paid how much?
100,000.
From
Only
Entebbe?
From Jinja to Entebbe. He came from Entebbe, picked me, then we went and. So everything, whenever you see, when you try to analyze things, it is really good. If it was not good, things could not move on like that. So that's why I have to keep saying, people who have not seen God, really, one time you're going to see how things work. So if you have not seen and you're still doubting, try to come back of what you analyze what you've been going through.
Let me see, what makes you think it is God who was working through your life? Were you, when you were going through this situation, were you also praying?
Yeah, I was also praying, right? I was also praying and I was also doing my part. I was asking Mother Mary to get me over this. During adoration, I could ask the powerful Son, Jesus Christ, help me get a way of getting money or getting the remedy of my bone. And I was still trying to pray that God can give me a way to go through. And prayer, when you put prayer, hope and trust, really they work. Because I was optimistic that one time I'm going to be okay with my life. And I was hopeful and I was praying and God was always there for me.
Okay, thank you so much, Francis. Maybe your last message, your something that you feel this should not be left out to the people who are viewing you, who are viewing your testimony right now. What message do you have for them?
First and foremost, I want to thank God. God has been there for me and for us. And I want to encourage my fellow friends, my fellow Christians, and everywhere you are, that don't lose hope. Pray. You know, sometimes Father tells us, Father also our pastors that told us one time that God answers in three ways. Sometimes He answers you spontaneously. Sometimes He answers you through either your friend or someone, and sometimes gives you another thing. If you ask for a car, He can give you a good family. But don't lose your hope. So God is ever there and is ever willing to help us when we are there for Him. trust in him. I'm telling you, me, I was not in a position to be where I was, but because of God, by through different people, there are those who gave me food, the sisters of Holy Cross, they cleared my bills, the sisters of the MC, they gave me rice. There are many friends, the family ministry helped me, the parish priest, really, it was God, because it was not him working through them, they could have not. So people, God work through people, take people carefully, trust in people, and trust in yourself, and trust in the Lord Almighty. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Francis, for your very powerful and touching testimony, especially for encouraging people to be able to see God through ordinary situations. Not wait for big things, extraordinary things. God works in every situation, and through people, like you have said, through the environment and every situation. God is always at work in our lives. He's very, very, very active in our daily life. And so that's a very powerful message. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Let's meet again next time with another thing that we have brought for you. God bless you.